Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another special episode of Look and Live. I'm your host Justin Irvin, showing you all things documentary filmmaking concerned, especially from the standpoint of a cinematographer and director. Now, today's a special episode because I have the honor and privilege of sharing with you a one-of-a-kind experience that I had as a cinematographer recently. Now, I'm known, I can say humbly, for being the person that you call when you want to capture that famous person. In my work, you'll see all sorts of A-listers whom I've had the pleasure of lensing, but I think probably the most famous person that I've ever captured was on a shoot that I did approaching 2 years ago now, and I'm happy to finally be able to share it with you guys. There's a wonderful lady by the name of Molly McBride who works as a principal of the company Batwin and Robin. Molly and I had worked together on a bunch of projects before. It was a no-brainer when she called me one day. She said to me, "Justin, are you available in May for a project with an individual and individuals that I can't tell you who, but leave your calendar clear?" I said, you know what? Sure, why not? Let's see what it is. After a while and a couple of NDAs, I learned that I was chosen by the group, by the foundation, to capture the image of none other than the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama. He and his wife, First Lady Michelle, were the topics of an interview that was done for the Obama Foundation. Now, every president, after their term is finished, has a library erected in their honor and memory in the hometown or the town in which they made famous or popular. So I went to Chicago recently to go check out my work, which is now hung in the hallowed halls of the Obama Foundation. And I gotta tell you, this was an amazing experience. What an honor. With all that in mind, I'm gonna take you behind the scenes just a little bit, show you some stuff in Chicago, and show you a little bit of the process as to how I lensed a president. So here we are at an undetermined location here in Washington, D.C. The stage is set, the Secret Service is out and about, and let me tell you, they have no sense of humor. Don't try joking with them because whatever you say, it is not funny. Among the principals at play that day were none other than Molly McBride herself, who, for her production company Batwin and Robin, was at the helm of the shoot for this first interview with the president. And then we have none other than Miss Bailey Sinclair. Bailey is known for not only a pretty amazing run as a producer, but also now has been tasked with producing the videos and the content and all things media related for the Obama Foundation. As young as she is and as sprightly and wet behind the ears, in the chronological sense, she's well beyond her years in the producerial sense. So you'll see a lot of her in this video as well. So those are my shout outs. Now we go to the actual lighting of the set. Here's the set with the gaffer in the background fixing the backdrop. We have a book light that we have a specific, well, we have black flags, floppies as we call them because the lower end is floppy, directing the light from the book light. We look right, we see some fill lights. We got our AC there adjusting focus or the tripod it seems, and to the right of him we have the bounce fill. Up top we have flagged off lights looking toward the backdrop, which is illuminated by a variety of lights, some nan lights, some pavo tubes, some Amrans with lenses on them, and some other flagged off Fresnels. But again, approaching camera, we see the fill light as well as the octobank. So one of the challenges of the day was making sure that we were able to flop the set or switch the set in time and without much hassle. This is all pre-arranged because what you don't do is have the President of the United States waiting for your set change. So on the day before, we did this rehearsal of how fast it would be to take down the lighter backdrop and replace it with the dark backdrop. You can see sound readjusting the mics. You can see the G&E team removing the lighter cloth and having the darker backdrop in place and ready to go for our second look. So as they're doing this, we're sort of keeping tabs and keeping account of how long it takes to turn over the set. The teleprompter, as you can see, is fixed upon the A-cam, and we are almost ready to go. So all of our prep is done, all of our pre-lighting is finished, all of our dots are I'd and crossed or T's. All of our I's are dotted, T's are crossed in preparation to shoot President Obama. Then the day finally comes.
And thank you all very much for making this happen and just bringing all of your good creativity into this project and good energy into this project. So
thank you
all very, very much.
Yay, thanks, Molly. President walks in, and what happens? We're on air, we're ready to go. Now, of course, I can't show you this part, but you should definitely go to the Obama Foundation Historical Site and Museum in Chicago to take a look for yourself. And I am here to show you a really unique photo that I should probably get framed. Now, that's not it. we go to the next shoot where we are prepping and crewing up for the dual interview of the President and First Lady together. Let's take a look. So the set for the dual interview with the President and the First Lady was a much bigger to-do, as you can see. The set is replete with 3 different cameras, lots of overhead lighting, boomed out on menace arms with soft light. This is still the early stages. This is without any set dressing. This was without any furniture to speak of. But you can see what a big operation it is. You see the floor protected by those boards that'll come up. So here we have our operator, Samson Benutu, good buddy of mine from the DC area, who was also a camera op, and we have Molly McBride, our fearless producer, and another producer in the background dressing the set. Now we have furniture in. This is not for a true lighting test because obviously the complexions will be different, but more so for composition and pre-lighting. So new composition, more has been done to dress the set. You see Adam Garber along with Samson Benutu in the chair for composition's sake. This is just, again, a pre-lighting situation where we can understand the directionality of the light. So composition and rehearsing composition in tandem with the lighting is a very important thing. So when you pre-light and when you design your scene, you have to think about the context in which you're shooting. So this interview was called Finding Purpose Together, where the President and First Lady talk about how each of them had individual destinies that they thought they were going to fulfill independent of one another. But then when they got married, when he became president, when she became First Lady, how they now had to realign their ideas of what was to be for what actually is. And so again, not wanting to give a super dramatic look to it, keep things light and airy, as what their conversation was, you light accordingly. And so here we have the result of the pre-lighting. We have the President and First Lady sitting in their seat for a dual interview, 3-camera angle, the 2-shot, the single on the President, the single on the First Lady. As you can see, it's very important to keep your lighting consistent so that each shot matches for the various angles. So here we have the setup for the First Lady in her solo shot, a lovely grid cloth in front of our key light illuminating her wonderfully, a hair light you can see up top, and then an additional fill light to illuminate both to her right, our left, and in front of and above camera. That's the hair light right there you can see. And then our blue backdrop, again, adding some color and taking it out of being so formal. On the floor, illuminating the backdrop, we have 2 Fresnels, and on top, again, for additional hair light, we have a tube light. Moving through the set, it was very narrow. And myself and the G&E team had to really figure out how to increase the depth while knowing that we're shooting in such a narrow and very unforgiving space. So as we walk backward through the set, into the camera, into the monitor, you can see what it is we accomplished. The pressure was on, but this is what we're here for, to shoot the big names, shoot the big deals, get in, get out, deliver for your client. And in this case, I am very proud of the result. And that's what you'll see when you go check it out in Chicago. So here we are in Chicago, and we are live on the scene. As it turns out, my wife had her book chosen to be a part of the Obama Library, so it was kind of a nice 2-for-1. Bring your wife to work day.
We are in the Obama Presidential Library, and they have my book, a kid's book about beauty, and I'm so honored and so excited to be here. And now we get to take a look around at everything. The only problem is we only have 2 hours because we have to catch a flight, so let's go.
So the official opening is on June 19th of 2026. Certain VIPs get access early to be able to take a strolls, so here we are. Let's start the tour. So you recognize Bailey from the shoot earlier, but she's here at the museum now, still producing, still making this whole ship sail smoothly, and now also taking us through the museum. Let's go to the next floor to see the next installation. The tan suit, the controversial tan suit, homage. It's called homage. It's called homage. I like my tie better than his though. This is one fun moment where we bumped into Valerie Jarrett, one of the president's senior advisors during the time of his administration, and she said,
"Oh my gosh, you did a terrific job."
Yeah, thank you so much.
Enjoy.
So you take it from Valerie Jarrett, not just me.
Your first film is Finding Purpose Together.
Oh, sweet.
Yes. So do you want to just...
Let's just do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Ta-da! That's what I shot.
I didn't have a suit. It was contrary to everything I was told I was supposed to want in a man. You were going in the opposite direction.
There was a moment where I had to make a last-second decision because one of the things you want to do is make sure that your subject, your sitter, is in their best possible, not just light, but also posture. There was a last moment where I had to interrupt the process to stuff a pillow behind Mrs. Obama's back so she could sit a little more upright. And that little motion right there, little things matter a lot. Sometimes a pillow behind the back is as important as the lighting that you see here. So what's really interesting to think about is all of the stuff that led up to this moment. And when I'm shooting, when I'm filming it, I don't have the luxury of listening as intently or even knowing how the editors are going to manifest the final cut. And so to see it in person and take in the experience is something that's really fun. Where are we going, Bales?
Were you ready? Were you ready for this? I was not ready for full influence.
I told you. Yes, you were. Look at your hair. So, this is where we end the experience. I'm really, really happy that you guys were able to be a part of it. Thank you so much for joining me on the journey. Please make sure to click, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and remember, just keep making. You never know when your next opportunity is going to come up where you might get to capture the moment, the memory, the legacy of somebody that's influencing the world as well. So just keep going, keep grinding, keep making, look and live. Come all to Chicago. Come see the work. Come see the vision. Come see Bailey.